learned how to stay when leaving felt easier. I learned how to listen without needing an answer. I learned that love is a verb, not a feeling you defend. I learned how to hold on right after you let go. You asked me for presents, I gave you potential. You asked me for honesty, I gave you intentions. I thought love was forgiven, I didn't know love could leave. Not because it stopped caring, but because it learned to breathe. Growth doesn't wait for forgiveness. I became what you needed too late, the man you believed I could be. I learned how to choose love right after you stopped choosing. I became what you needed too late, and that's the cruelest part, becoming ready after losing the start. Oh, I no longer hide in silence or run from being seen. I don't treat vulnerability like a weakness in me. But these changes don't rewind time, they don't reopen doors, they just sit with the truth of what they're really for. Sometimes I imagine calling just to tell you I'm okay, not to ask for another chance, just to say you weren't wrong. You saw something I couldn't, you waited while I delayed, and I hate that clarity came after you walked away. Timing doesn't ask permission. I became what you needed too late, and I accept what that means, that love doesn't owe us endings or a chance to repeat. I became what you needed too late, and I won't chase the past, I'll just carry the lesson and love deeper when it lasts. You didn't give up on me, you chose yourself. I see your face in strangers, in moments that feel like home, not as longing but as a reminder that being loved fully before being ready is a gift not everyone receives. I became what you needed too late, and that truth still cuts deep, because I finally know how to love without retreat. I became what you needed too late, and I live with that scar, not as punishment, but as proof I've come far. Maybe someone loves you now the way you deserved back then. If so, I hope they never hesitate where I couldn't stand. And maybe someone loves me now without asking me to change, and I'll stay, because I know what leaving takes. I became what you needed too late, and I've made peace with the cost, because love that teaches you this much is never truly lost. I became what you needed too late, and though you're gone from my life, you're still part of the man I learned how to be tonight. your favorite silence before I learned your fears. I memorized your pauses while swallowing my own words. I stayed close enough to care, but far enough to never risk calling it love out loud. I told myself patience was noble, that waiting meant respect. But the truth is I was just afraid of rejection. I watched you search for certainty while I stood there unsure, hoping my presence alone would somehow be enough. Silence doesn't protect love, it slowly starves it. I loved you silently too long, and silence changed the ending. You looked for something real while I was busy pretending. I loved you silently too long, and now the moment's gone. Love doesn't die from rejection, it dies from never being born. I cheered for you from the sidelines, called it selflessness, but deep down I knew I was choosing safety over honesty. I let you believe you were alone in your feelings because I was scared of being seen. You never rejected me, and that's the hardest part. You just stopped looking my way when nothing ever started. I don't blame you for leaving. You never knew I was there, not fully, not bravely. Unspoken love still cost you everything. I loved you silently too long, and silence took its toll. You gave your heart to someone who had the courage I didn't show. I loved you silently too long, and I live with that truth. Some regrets aren't about losing someone, they're about never choosing you. I didn't lose you, I hid from you. I wonder sometimes if you felt it, the quiet pull between our eyes, or if I imagined everything to justify my fear. If you did feel something, I'm sorry I let it fade. Love shouldn't have to guess where it stands. I loved you silently too long, and that silence shaped my pain, because courage came too late and timing never came again. I loved you silently too long, and now I finally speak, not to change the past, but to free the part of me. I don't replay our almost with anger or shame. I just wish I had trusted that love deserves a name, even if it ended, even if it broke me. At least it would have lived honestly. I loved you silently too long, and silence became the cost. Not all love stories end badly, some never get lost. I loved you silently too long, and I carry this truth from being known. If I ever love again, I won't whisper it to myself. I'll say it before it disappears. I no longer replay our ending like it owes me a different shade. Some things don't break loudly, they just quietly become complete. I stopped asking what I did wrong and started asking what I learned. And the answer came softly, but it stayed. I see you now as a chapter, not a question left unanswered, not a wound that needs touching, just a page I once lived inside. You were never meant to save me or stay forever in my life. You were meant to show me how deeply I could love. Not everything that ends fails. I loved you, and that was enough. Even if it didn't last, even if it hurt. I loved you, and that was enough. Some love doesn't stay, but it changes you forever. I don't need an apology from you or from myself. We did the best we could with who we were back then. Love doesn't always come with clean hands and perfect timing. Sometimes it just comes to teach. I used to think closure was something you gave me. Now I know it's something I choose. I choose peace over explanations. I choose gratitude over resentment. Healing isn't forgetting, it's remembering without pain. I loved you, and that was enough. Even without forever, even without us. I loved you, and that was enough. I don't need proof, it was real. Some people walk with us until we learn how to walk alone. If love ever finds you again, I hope it feels like safety, not like something you have to earn. And if love finds me again, I'll open the door slowly, but I won't be afraid to let it stay. I loved you, and that was enough. Because love isn't measured by how long it stays. I loved you, and that was enough. And I can finally say that without breaking. stories don't need a sequel. They were complete, exactly as they were. If we met again quietly, no surprise in our eyes, just a moment of silence where the past gently rises. Same street, different people, same air, different lives. We'd smile like strangers who remember how to survive. Your voice would sound familiar, but softer than before, like a song I used to know that I don't sing anymore. I noticed the way you listen, still patient, still kind, and wonder how many pieces of me you left behind. We wouldn't mention the ending, we let it stay asleep. Some stories don't need reopening to prove they were deep. If we met again quietly, I wouldn't ask you to stay. I just thank the universe for loving you my way. If we met again quietly, no touching, no regret, just two hearts acknowledging what they'll never forget. We might talk about nothing, weather, time, passing days, avoid every sentence that leads us back to us. I'd laugh at something simple, you'd smile like you used to do, and for one suspended second it would almost feel new. I wouldn't tell you I missed you, I wouldn't say your name twice. Some feelings are too sacred to say out loud in this life, but my hands would remember the shape of what was once mine, and my chest would ache softly in the most gentle kind. We learned love isn't louder just because it remains. If we met again quietly, I'd let the moment pass, like a leaf on moving water, like a shadow from the past. If we met again quietly, I wouldn't break the peace. Some love survive forever by knowing when to leave. We don't miss the ending, we miss who we were, when loving felt easy before life learned to stir. I'd see your happiness differently, not as something I lost, but proof that loving you once was worth every cost. I wouldn't compare the versions of who we've become, I just feel proud of the distance we've managed to outrun. If we met again quietly, I'd hold my heart just fine, knowing loving you once still shaped this life of mine. If we met again quietly, I'd smile and let you go, 'cause the deepest love I learned was loving without holding on. Some people aren't meant to stay, they're meant to remind you how deeply you can feel without falling apart. And some goodbyes aren't tragic, they're simply complete. Let the silence speak, let memory breathe. If we met again quietly, I'd wish you all the light. Not because I stopped loving you, but because I learned to love right. If we met again quietly, no tears, no disguise, just gratitude resting calmly both our eyes. So if we ever meet again, somewhere the world feels small, I'll walk away gently, knowing we already had it all. We didn't scream or break the room, no doors slammed, no blame. We just sat there in the silence, watching love change its name. You looked tired, I felt empty, not angry, just warm, like something beautiful was ending without ever being torn. We spoke in careful sentences so no one would bleed, as if choosing the right words would give us what we need. But love was feeling heavier than either of us knew, and holding on was starting to hurt more than the truth. We weren't scared of losing love, we were scared of losing ourselves. We had a love we never fought for, not because it wasn't real, but because we were exhausted from pretending we could heal. We had a love we never fought for, no wars left to win. Sometimes letting go quietly is the bravest thing. I remember all the small things that made us feel safe. Coffee growing cold between us while we searched for faith. We kept saying maybe tomorrow, like time was on our side. But tomorrow kept moving, and we stayed right behind. I used to think love meant staying, no matter how it hurt. But love also means knowing when staying makes it worse. You didn't fail me, I didn't fail you. We just reached the end, where love turns into memory and partners turn to friends. We chose peace over proving that love could survive. We had a love we never fought for, and I don't call it weak. It takes courage to lay down arms when both hearts start to bleed. We had a love we never fought for, and still it shaped my replay the conversations, or wish I'd said more. I know we gave what we had left before we closed that door. You taught me love isn't winning or proving who was right. It's choosing not to hurt each other one last time. We had a love we never fought for, and maybe that's okay. We saved each other from becoming someone we would hate. We had a love we never fought for, and though it still feels sore, I'd rather lose us gently than lose myself in war. If I ever think of us again, I don't feel regret. I feel a quiet gratitude for what we didn't break. We didn't burn the bridge behind us, we simply crossed it slow. Let the weight settle, let the silence speak. We had a love we never fought for, and I've made peace with that. Some endings don't need battle scars to prove what love once had. We had a love we never fought for, and I still believe it's true that loving someone sometimes means knowing when to let them go. So here's to the love we didn't destroy by trying to force it to stay. We let it go before it could hate us. We were standing at the doorway with everything aligned. Love was never the problem, it was always timing. You wanted certainty, I was still learning who I was. We were holding the same dream from two different sides. We talked about the future like it was already real, but when it came to choosing, we both froze in fear. I thought love could wait forever, you thought love needed proof, and somewhere in that silence we started losing truth. We didn't break, we just slowly slipped. We almost had forever, we were closer than we knew. One wrong season, one step too soon. We almost had forever, and that's what hurts the most. Not that we didn't love enough, but that we almost choose. I replay the smaller moments, not the fights or tears. The way you said my name when no one else could hear. The nights we felt invincible, like nothing could go wrong. Funny how the strongest love can still not last long. we planned, and I wonder who I'd be now if I had held your hand. But wondering isn't wishing, and regret isn't desire. It's just a quiet question that refuses to retire. Some roads don't end in disaster, they just don't continue. We almost had forever, and sometimes that's worse than knowing from the start this love was cursed. We almost had forever, and I still feel the cost, because almost is a ghost that never feels lost. If I'm honest, I think we were right, just not at the same time. I don't blame you for leaving, I don't blame myself for staying. We were both protecting something we didn't know how to name. You wanted a promise written in stone, I only had hope in my hands. Neither of us was wrong, we just didn't understand. We almost had forever, I see it clear tonight. Love was there, but courage arrived late. We almost had forever, and I still believe it's true, that in another lifetime I would have been ready for you. I've loved again since losing you, but love feels different now. It's quieter, more careful, less promise, more vow. You taught me love isn't magic, it's choosing every day. And I hate that I learned that after you walked away. We almost had forever, and I've learned to let it be. Not every almost is a failure, some are meant to shape who we'll be. We almost had forever, and I carry that with grace, because loving you was never wrong. Even if we lost the race. So here's to the life we didn't live, but almost did. To the love that was real enough to hurt like this. You love me in my confusion, in my half-formed dreams, and when I still thought distance was the same as being free. You never asked for perfection, you only asked for truth, and I kept giving you answers that I hadn't lived through. You saw the best in my silence, I saw a reason to hide. You called it patience, I called it time. You believed love was a choice, I believed love would wait. I didn't know waiting could feel like being replaced. I I didn't lose you, I delayed myself. You loved me before I was ready, before I knew how to stay, before I understood that love isn't something you delay. You loved me before I was ready, and I see it all now. I was learning how to breathe while you were already all in. I mistook fear for freedom and caution for control. I didn't know commitment could still leave room for a soul. You weren't asking for my future, you were asking for my now. And I kept pushing tomorrow like it would teach me how. I still remember the moment your voice finally changed. Not angry, not broken, just tired of the way. That was the day I understood. Some doors don't slam, they close slowly. When love runs out of hand, you didn't walk away loudly, you walked away right. You loved me before I was ready, and that's the heaviest truth, because I didn't fail to love you, I failed to grow in time. You loved me before I was ready, and I carry that weight, not as guilt that breaks me, but as a lesson I won't escape. You waited longer than you should have. I've loved since then, I really have, but love feels different now. It asks for presence, it asks for vows every time I choose to stay. I think of you somehow, because you taught me how it feels to be chosen without doubt. You loved me before I was ready, and I wasn't brave enough to learn. I was afraid of becoming someone who had something to lose. You loved me before I was ready, and I see you in every choice I make. When staying feels hard, but leaving feels wrong. Just not for you. I saw your name in passing, nothing dramatic, nothing new, just a picture, just a smile that didn't belong to me anymore. You look lighter than I remembered, like love finally fit your frame. And I stood there learning how to be happy without my name in your day. I used to think moving on was you stood just peace, and that somehow hurt more than losing you. I didn't lose you to someone else, I lost you to your healing. You moved on before I learned how to love you right. You found your light while I was still afraid of mine. You moved on before I learned, and now I finally see you didn't leave because of me. You left to save yourself. I don't imagine your new love, I don't need to know his name. I just hope he knows what it cost you to stay as long as you did. I hope he listens when you speak and believes you the first time. I hope he never makes you feel like patience is a crime. There was a time I hated myself for not being enough. Now I know that wasn't true, I just wasn't ready to love. And readiness is cruel like that, it doesn't ask who deserves who, it just arrives when it arrives. Some people meet us at the wrong time, but for the right reason. You moved on before I learned, and that's a truth I carry well, 'cause loving you taught me what I'll never repeat again. You moved on before I learned, and I won't stand in your way. If happiness found you, then that's all I'll ever say. I don't miss being with you, I miss who I was becoming when I believed love would wait. Sometimes I wonder if you think of me, not with regret, not with pain, just as someone you once loved before you chose yourself. If you do, I hope it's gentle, like a song you don't skip. Not because it still hurts, but because it meant something. You moved on before I learned, and I finally let that be, because holding on to someone who's healed isn't love, it's need. You moved on before I learned, and I stand here complete, not because I have you, but because I finally have me. You moved on before I learned, and I won't call that unfair. Some love ends quietly because it's done its work. You moved on before I learned, and I release you tonight, not from my memory, but from my waiting. If love ever brings us close again in some other lifetime, some other skin, I hope I meet you when I'm already ready. I hear your name in quiet moments, when the world slows down, in half-empty rooms and late-night roads when no one's around. doesn't hurt like it used to. It doesn't pull me apart. It just settles in my chest like a familiar start. Your name still fits my breathing, like it knows where to stay. Not a wound, not a question, just a feeling that won't fade. I don't whisper it in sadness, I don't say it in prayer. It's just there when I'm tired, like someone who still cares. Some places never close, even when you don't live there anymore. Your name still feels like home, not a place I run back to, but somewhere in my memory it still feels safe and true. Your name still feels like home, even after all this time. Not where I belong forever, just where my heart learned how to be mine. I've loved other faces after you, learned different kinds of light, but none of them knew my silence the way you did at night. You saw me when I was unfinished, before I learned my lines, when loving was just breathing and time wasn't designed. I don't keep what we had in boxes or replay how it broke. I keep the way you said my name when you meant it the most. The sound of it still anchors me when everything feels wrong, like a door I don't open, but know I belong. Not every home is meant to be returned to. Your name still feels like home, and I've made peace with that. Some loves don't fade into nothing, they just change their map. Your name still feels like home, a warmth I won't deny. It taught my heart where safety lives before it learned goodbye. I don't miss the life we planned, I miss the way I felt when you knew me better than I knew myself. If I saw your name on someone else, I wouldn't feel afraid. I'd smile at how a single word can still make me feel okay. 'Cause loving you once gave me a blueprint for my soul. You weren't my forever, but you were my first home. Your name still feels like home, and that doesn't mean regret. It means I loved you deeply, and I don't wish I'd forget. Your name still feels like home, in the quiet part of me. Not where my future lives, but where my past learned how to breathe. Some names are more than letters, they're places we survive. Let the warmth stay, let the memory rest. Your name still feels like home. Your name still feels like home, and I carry that with grace. Not to reopen old doors, but to honor that place. Your just learned what love was supposed to feel like. So if I ever say your name, it's not because I'm alone. It's because some loves never stop being home.